Yeah.
Johnny, you, amongst a couple of your other Tory MPs, were some of those that Theresa May, I think, met personally to give assurances to, that universal credit, the delays, the problems for all these people who are really, really upset and in dire straits financially, that will be dealt with. Is there going to be did you abstain, presumably, from the vote the other day?
So there's an opposition day debate last week,
yes.
which we took part in but didn't vote in. Yes, I had a meeting with the Prime Minister. I'm not going to go into what was there, but this is a modern, compassionate Conservative Party. We get things like this
Is there going to be a U-turn? Are they going to cut
Well, I don't
it down?
know. I don't work in the department.
But did she give you any assurances? Why did you abstain if you hadn't got those assurances and yet you were very worried about it for your constituents?
Because that was an opposition day motion. We've got to be careful not to dress these things up. That they're not. That was an opposition day motion. It's not binding. It doesn't mean anything.
But it's significant.
What does mean something is if we can get reassurance from government and those who are working in there, and they want to get this right. Let's not pretend this is some operation to sort of, do down the hardest in society. The whole idea around universal credit is it's a poverty-fighting tool, and we've got to get the implementation of it right.
Of course, that's not the intention, to do down the poor in our society, but that's what's happening. They're going weeks and weeks and weeks without money. Do you think, as some have suggested, that if you don't get this right quickly, this could be the modern poll tax disaster for the Tory party?
No, I don't, because there are cases where people have waited too long. That is unacceptable. But this process has changed throughout. So you can get same-day payments now if you literally don't have any money at all. There's things like the landlord portal to make sure social housing bills get paid and things like that. So I think this is an ongoing process.
Very quickly.
And we need to make sure they get it right.
Given that the old system is still up and running around the country as you transfer to the single payment, why can't you just carry on paying people in the old way while you reassess them and before you kick in with the new system?
Well,
why do you have to stop?
Yeah, because the process is being rolled out gradually. So it's with 8% of job centres now, it's only going to 10% of job centres. And as we keep going, the government will make these adjustments.
But just as a yes or no, do you want it to be 4 weeks? I mean, IDS.
I've been very clear.
Duncan Smith himself has said. I mean, he's the architect of the whole thing.
Yeah, he's the architect of the whole thing.
Do you want it cut from
There was a
6 weeks
7-day wait built in there, right, that I think is out of keeping with a modern, compassionate Conservative Party. I've said that privately. I've said that publicly. But we cannot shy away from universal credit. It's a poverty-fighting tool. Let's get on and do it.
So you do want it cut?
Yes, I've made that very clear.
But it has been a cock-up, hasn't it?
No, it hasn't been a cock-up. There's been elements that we could have done better.
Been able to buy food for 2 months.
There's no one who hasn't been without food for 2 months, Richard. So there are parts that could have been done better, absolutely. But this is a massive project in fighting poverty in this country against a benefits machine that you'd be hard pressed to find someone who didn't think was being abused.
All right.